Old one here in central Ohio. Yee! We got like 8 to 16 mile an hour winds. Look at even Annie's kind of cold. She's just kind of sticking with me. 8 to 16 mile an hour winds. It's like, I don't know, probably 15 degrees or something like that. Maybe it's 10 degrees. I think it might be 10 degrees. 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Pretty cold. You can see the creek. It's not really, the water doesn't move, so I'm not too worried about Annie. Someone reached out to me after my live, and this is not a river where she'll fall in and then the current will rush her underneath the ice and she's gonna die. That won't happen. This is a stagnant, almost like a ditch. It's hard to explain, but you can see the creek. It has a light covering of snow, and then for some reason there's more snow around the bases of the trees, and I don't know why that is. I guess a tree's gonna freeze before the water, and that's why the ice forms around the trees first, and then the snow builds up there first. I don't know. If someone knows that, I'd like to hear the answer. But thanks for joining my channel, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. There she goes, running away. Please subscribe to my channel, where I talk about mental health and spiritual health. And right now, at sunrise every morning, I like to talk about a passage from the Bible. And today's, we're going to talk about a prayer for God's will. A prayer for God's will, and we're going to be in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 22, verses 41 through 44. Okay? Before I get to the key verse, I just want to remind you, I get a lot of my content from the Our Daily Bread booklet. I don't know, it's just a way to get content to talk about. And instead of me just randomly opening the Bible and pointing. So I get it from there. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a therapist, counselor, or psychologist or psychiatrist, but I do believe mental health is spiritual health, and it's really helped me in my life, and I know it can help you in your life as well. And I see some flurries. And we're going to talk about a prayer for God's will. I'm trying to find Annie. Oh, there she is. You see her way up there? Way up there by the fence, trotting away, running away. Okay. And we're going to read the key verse here. And this comes from Jesus himself. It's called the agony in the garden, when he was with his disciples in the Garden of Gethsemane, or his crucifixion. He left the disciples and went off to pray. And he said, "Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done. Father, if you're willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done." And that's what we're talking about here, prayer for God's will. And this is relatively new to me. I've heard this before, I've prayed before, I've said the words. You know, a lot of people use the words, "let your will be done." You know, or you say a prayer and ask God for something, and say, you know, if it's, but some commentary where for God's will first, and then ask him for something, and then, you know, ask him if it's his will, have it be done, and he will help you. And he's changed my mind a couple times on some things when I've prayed like that. This is that 10 to 12 foot branch. I mean, it's a big branch that Annie is carrying around and chewing on. There she goes. She prances around like a rabbit. There she goes. Big time chewing. Is that good, Annie? She's like, I don't know where to start. I guess I gotta start at the end. Yummy. Hey, micro USB. I insist on trying these outside streams. Yes, I am persistent. I can do inside. It's very cold though. Very, very cold. Oh, sorry, skipping and blurry. That stinks. I wish that wouldn't happen. Maybe I have to do inside. I have 5G. It shouldn't be doing that. It's terrible. I have a strong signal strength and I have 5G. So it should be good. It should be good. It actually gets me up in the morning and wakes me up, honestly, and I get back and I'm freezing and I have my coffee and it just kind of wakes me up for the day. So that's why I guess I insist. Handsome Hartzlers. Hello, how are you? Not blurry for Goku Fanboy 24. Nice. Yeah, it could be the weather when I walk. Maybe I'll just chill, lean up against this fence here for a second. We're not going to see the sunrise. It's cloudy again. It's always cloudy here in Central Ohio in the winter, just to let you know. So when I do see the sunrise, I get excited. It's not normal. My live boiler. Hi. Yeah. So, hey, let's talk about this, a prayer for God's will. Father, if you're willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done. And Jesus said that prior to his crucifixion and what's called agony in the garden, when he went off from his disciples to pray to God. Obviously, he's in some serious distress. Who wouldn't be? He knows what's going to happen. Now, I usually don't pray like that, I'll be honest with you. So this is going to help me as well. You know, I always pray, God, please, why do I have to do this? You know, I'll ask him why. But I don't say, hey, if it's your will, then, you know, I'll do it all the time. I don't do that all the time. But that there's a commentary there. By seeking his will be done, then we can be assured that we receive maybe what we ask for. We don't know when we'll get it, but we'll receive what we ask for. Because even Matthew chapter 7 says, ask and it will be given to you. Ask and it will be given to you. But the commentary talks about asking God to do his will first, and then yours will be done. And that's new to me, honestly. So I don't know if you guys have had experience with that, but I'd like to hear that. That would be kind of cool. But Jesus obviously portrayed this in the ultimate way, when he knew what was going to happen to him, how he was going to be humiliated, beaten, whipped, punished, crucified. And obviously, I would probably be praying, please, maybe I'd be running away. But he was there and he prayed, you know, if possible, take this cup from me, take it away from me, if it's your will. So he's asking God, if it's his will, to please take it away. He wasn't praying for his own will. That's really profound, and it's going to change how I think about my prayer going forward. So I'm glad we're doing this one. Again, this is from the Our Daily Bread booklet. Has it, handsome? Oh, that's cool. That's good. That's true. He does know what's best for us. And I just talked about that, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. God knows us best, better than we know ourselves, better than our parents know us, who sometimes know us better than ourselves. But honestly, God knows us best. I think the title of it's God Knows Me. Yeah, that's perfect. Great comment, handsome Hartzler. Thank you. Thank you. It's basically like asking for the blessing that I'm not smart enough to know to ask for. True. Yeah. True. Same here. It's like Jesus said, Father, if you're willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done. Can you imagine how much agony he must have been in? That he was still able to pray like that. It's crazy. I mean, that's just unbelievable. Questions for you guys. What prayer request is on your heart? For yourself. What prayer request is on your heart? And the second question, what do you believe God is calling you to do? What do you believe God is calling you to do? So you have a prayer request for yourself, but what do you think God's calling you to do? I'm going to have to think about that and pray about that today. probably my life. Like someone's concerned, hey, how do you make money? I don't know if they were concerned or just curious, but it's been a long time. I made a lot of money for a long time. Unfortunately, living off my retirement, which is not good because I have to pay a penalty to get the money out. But it's been almost 6 years. So I need to do something. What am I doing with my life, you know? I just figure I need to do something. And this is one of the things, because it's a good thing. I believe it's a good thing. You can't get anything better than talking about God's word. So I really appreciate you guys joining the channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please already do so and like this video because it'll really help me out. Now let's look at Annie. Look at Annie. She's just chomping. She's just chomping. Now we're gonna walk away. We're gonna walk away. I wanna see her run after. What are you doing? What are you doing? She's just staring at me like, where are you going backwards? I've never seen you walk backwards before. She's probably like, what is wrong with this guy? Come on, Annie. There's a bird up in the sky too. Whoa. What are you doing? What are you doing? She's like, no, my stick. What you doing, Annie? Yeah, see? She's like, we're not going far without my stick. She's got to grab her stick. Get the stick! Get it! Come on! See, now she sees me, so she's okay staying way back there as long as she sees me. But she still looks at me walking backwards like, why is this guy walking backwards? Come on! Look at her with the stick. This is classic. Dragging that big thing around. It's like a branch. Hey, thanks, Handsome Heart Star. I appreciate it. That's kind words. Yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It's beautiful out here, by the way. You guys can see this creek over here. It's covered lightly with snow, maybe through the trees. Because, you know, it took a while to freeze. So once it froze, then the little bit of snow is on top of the ice. And then I really don't understand why there's snow around the trees in the creek, more so than on the creek itself. To me, that means that water freezes first, right? So the water where the tree is in the creek freezes first because it has the most snow piled up around it. And then the rest of the creek freezes. Hey, thanks, Handsome Heartsler. I appreciate it. It's kind. And I try to mix it in with my dog here, make it interesting because she's so cute. She does funny stuff too sometimes. See her leaping through the grass like a rabbit. Annie, what do you got in there? What's in that hole? What's in there? Are you gonna get it? Are you gonna get it? What do you got? What does she have? What do you got in there? What's in there? Come on, let's go. All right, so hey, I want to encourage you guys to pray and ask for God's will to be done first, and then pray for yourself. I'm going to even do that today, okay? I'm going to do that today and see how that goes. Maybe that will help me. Maybe that will help me. I do have a meeting today with some people who are trying to help me, which is a really kind thing. So we'll see how that goes. I will pray prior to that meeting and probably before that meeting. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate it. And Annie and I thank you and hope you subscribe and have a great day. And usually around 8 p.m. I get back on and talk. Yeah, you can pray for me, Handsome Heartsler. I would love that. Thank you. Thank you very much. That would be super kind. Man, she's way up there. Let's see what she's doing. I don't know, can you guys even see her? Along the fence line. That's why I bring her here, because she can mostly run up and down the fence line and go explore in the woods. Even go to the creek and get a drink. But don't worry, she's safe. It's not there's not current like in that creek. It's not like she's gonna fall in and go in under the ice. It's almost like a stagnant ditch. It's hard to explain. All right, handsome hearts. So thank you very much. You guys, thanks for joining. Have a great day. Pray for God's will to be done, and then yourself. Thank you, Alexander. We'll see you guys. If not tonight at 8 p.m., I'll be back tomorrow morning at sunrise time. Hopefully we get to see the sunrise tomorrow. All righty? Peace. Thank you.